Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Welcome to the first episode of my Call of Duty Basics series, a series in which I am going to try and attempt to build our skill and understanding of Call of Duty. What makes us successful? Why are we successful? And why are we not successful? Hopefully, in hopes to make us better Call of Duty players. A quick note about the gameplay behind you. It is a 77-4 kill game here on Kill Confirmed on Exodus with the 205 Brecci shotgun. I'm using the UAV, Hardened Sentry, and Cerberus, and I am using the Hive Specialist, Nomad Specialist, the Hive Specialist ability. And it is quite entertaining, and I use a whole bunch of different Call of Duty dynamics in this game, and it really does pertain into what we're going to talk about today, and that is the core basics of what Call of Duty is. So for this first episode, I want to ask us, what is at its core? What is the core of Call of Duty? How are we successful? How can we be successful? And how can we not be successful? What determines that? And I have found it come down to a couple things: positioning, awareness, and your ability to manipulate the two in order to get kills. Starting with positioning and awareness. Positioning and awareness are the two fundamental cores of what Call of Duty is. It's a first-person shooter, so obviously these are going to be the two top contenders for what is most important in a Call of Duty game. In a game like Halo, positioning and awareness is very, very crucial indeed. However, you also have that aspect of teamwork and aim, whereas that's not so much here in Call of Duty. Yes, they play a part in it, but it's not at its core. At your core, if you are a skilled Call of Duty player, you are a very aware Call of Duty player, and you are very aware of where the enemies are coming from, of where you are and where the power positions, or where the positions where you are in an advantage to are. A quick example of this, just a simple example, is this gameplay here right behind you. I could be running around on the outside lanes. However, you aren't going to see me do too much of that in this gameplay. You're going to see me, well, as I go right to it, you're going to see me really just try and control this center right here. Now, why is that? Well, that is because I have this really good shotgun at close range. Shotguns should be the masters of that close range combat, and if we stick to these close range encounters, my positioning is good enough that whoever I run into here, I have a slight advantage if we are close enough. Now that's the positioning part of what makes me successful in this game. However, the next part is my awareness. You know, where are the enemies going to spawn? Here in Kill Confirmed, it's a little bit more difficult than it is in like Domination or Demolition, because these spawns are constantly flipping. They're constantly changing and evolving throughout the game. So I have to pay attention to multiple things: my minimap, footsteps, the UAV, all that sort of stuff, in order to accurately be aware of where the enemies are coming from. And all of that is an effort to get a lot of kills. And personally for me, I'm a little bit of a kill whore, so I'm a little biased towards kill whoring. However, your success in Call of Duty really does dramatically depend on your ability to kill. If you are a good Call of Duty player, that means you can get a lot of kills. Now, that may seem really shallow and kill whory, however, killing allows you to maintain your position. It allows you to maintain not only your position, but your map control. At its core, if you are somewhere, just anywhere, you have map control. Right here in the center, you can see in the gameplay behind you, because my presence is here, I have control. See that guy I just killed? He does not have map control. Why? Because I have this position now. I killed him, therefore I maintain that map control. However, if he killed me, he would have had the map control because he had won that position. There was a picture on Reddit of somebody who had 0 kills in a domination game, but they came in first place because of how many objective points they got or how much score they got. Now, whether that was through shooting down stuff, capturing flags, doing whatever, he is not, in my opinion, that person who came in first place, even though they were doing so many good objective things, they didn't have any sort of map control. They didn't have any sort of good advantageous positioning. You may think in an objective game, kills don't really matter. They don't really matter, they're just kind of there. However, if you were to try to play a domination game without killing, or a demolition game, or whatever, an uplink game without killing anybody, the enemy team could sit right on top of the objective and just not care. If they were standing right on the B flag, you would have no other option than to kill them. Now, why is that? Because if they're standing on the B flag, they have map control. That is where they are positioned, and in Call of Duty, where you are, you have map control. If they are standing on top of the B flag, they have map control, and you do not. When you kill that person on the B flag, you establish your own position and you establish your own map control. And a lot of people will use this dynamic of Call of Duty in order to justify their own killing sprees. And I do this so often. This is probably something that I'm really terrible about. I have a reason, but it's a terrible reason. But people like me like to say, I got a lot of kills. Therefore, you should have been able to walk onto the B flag and take that and get us the victory. Because I have already established map control, therefore you should have come in and played the objective behind me. But that's getting a little off topic here. So throughout this series, I will be going in depth on strategies and tips and tactics that we use as Call of Duty players in order to become better Call of Duty players. However, for this first episode, I wanted to get you beautiful people comfortable with what the core is of Call of Duty. Positioning, awareness, and your ability to manipulate those two in order to kill. Everything in future videos is going to be about how we manipulate those two to our advantage, and this is a very solid gameplay behind you for a good couple reasons. You know, I'm using the hardened sentry gun to get more kills in the center area here, and that by itself establishes map control. I'm using the Cerberus in order to push the enemies around because he is going to get kills. The enemies aren't going to want to kill or get killed, so they are going to move around their positioning. I am going to force them to move, and that is a beautiful manipulation of their positioning and establishing my own control. Also, the hive that I'm using establishes map control without me even being there. I have a shotgun, therefore I'm not going to be really good at those long range engagements. So when I know somebody doesn't have my back, when I know when I'm open, when I know there is potential for an enemy to kind of compromise my position, I'll take out the hive and I'll put a hive right next to where I'm vulnerable on the positioning of the map. And talking about this further, the Thermite Grenade is so powerful because it is area denial, and area is just a position, so it's position denial. They are no longer allowed to go in that little area where the thermite is just for that short period of time, which is really huge in domination and really any game mode. And I like it for the same reason I like the Nomad's Hive, because if I'm shotgunning, then I can toss it on a very long line of sight in a long doorway where I can't reach with my shotgun, and I can stop the enemies from coming. We call that closing the door, because the enemies can no longer go through that door in order to get you and try to take away your position and establish their own map control. And those are just a few of the many things that Call of Duty has to offer for its in-depth tactics and knowledge, and I hope that I do a good job. I hope I do Call of Duty justice in describing what is good for it and how you become successful in Call of Duty. Hopefully you guys are excited about this series. I definitely know I am. Leave a like if you are wanting more tactics and knowledge here on this channel. I'm excited because Black Ops 3 does definitely offer that, and I just can't get enough of it. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy, and until the next absolutely beautiful Call of Duty morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, have a great day.
Hardened sentry ready. Cerberus on standby.